So to effectively learn how to execute a proper squat, we want to keep three things in mind. Number one, we want to tripod our feet into the ground, as we talked about in a separate video. That's the big toe, pinky toe, and the heel locked in to ground ourselves down to be able to create better strength as we move. Number two, we want our feet to corkscrew into the ground and connect that tension from the ground into our hips. That corkscrew is going to be the right foot corkscrewing clockwise, left foot corkscrewing counterclockwise. Now my feet don't actually turn, but I'm creating that tension really from the hips, driving my feet into the ground. And then number three, my shoulders, hips, and knees should all move together. They should not be disconnected at any point. So number one, we're going to tripod our feet, lock that in. Number two, we're going to corkscrew our feet out to create more of that tension. And then number three, my hips, knees, and shoulders will move at the same time. My hips are going back, pressing right back up. What I don't want to do when I'm descending is allow my feet to track too far forward. This is a very knee dominant squat. There are times in which that type of movement can be helpful. For most people, we're putting way too much force in our knees. We want to save that for a later time. So the hips will begin to hinge backwards at the same time that my entire body is moving down as one unit, right back up. Now as we're coming up, we want to make sure that that corkscrew motion is really locked in. Because if I keep that going down, that's wonderful. And then if I disconnect on the way up, my knees are going to track in. I want to keep that tension on my knees going out. And that is going to be connected from the feet and the hips through that corkscrew motion. So tripod, corkscrew out, shoulders, hips, knees, descend. And when I'm ready to come up, make sure I'm corkscrewed into the ground so that my knees don't track in. And then shoulders, hips, and knees all as one unit coming up into the top of the squat. And that's how to properly execute your squat, whether we're working body weight, goblet squat, or back squat under the bar.